Hey, 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 Tennessee disciples, how are you doing? This is Reverend Kevin McNeil here coming to you once again. Well, it's been a minute. How are you doing? How's everybody doing? Every Monday on social media, I always post mental health videos asking that question: How are you doing today? Because I want people to stop and to take that opportunity to think about where they are physically, mentally, and spiritually. Are we in a good place? On this week's video, I talked about being plugged into the right source. Jesus talks about being the true vine. His father's the husbandman, and we are the branches. The branches have to be plugged into the vine to get what they need to do what they are called to do. So where are you at? Are you plugged into the right source today? I hope you are. Um, as we are here now, a little over halfway through our year, 2024 has been one that has been with a lot of transition and change, a lot of great things going on in our region. But there have been some concerns in and around the country, in and around our region, and I'm sure in some of you, so some of your local congregations. So I just wanted to stop, take a minute, and reach out to everybody and say, hey, it's going to be all right. One of the biggest challenges that we have sometimes is that sometimes God transitions us, and transition looks like tragedy. Change comes and brings pain. And I want us to be reminded that there is still a great work going on here in Tennessee. There's a great work going on in our region, and there's some wonderful opportunities coming down the pipe. As always, just make sure you mark it on your calendars. We have regional assembly that's coming up here in October. We want to see everybody in Memphis for regional assembly. Got some great workshops going on, some powerful speakers. Get a chance to have a conversation with yours truly. Talk about life in and around the region and ministry and things that are going on. I say all the time that there are some wonderful things happening in the Tennessee region, and our biggest challenge is making sure that we're promoting that. So if you've got something great going on in the at your local congregation, in your area, um, great missional work that you're doing, anniversaries, homecoming, whatever the case may be, reach out to us so that we can get it out, so that we can invite others to celebrate with you during that time of celebration, or to come alongside you to help you do the work. As always, we want to thank all of you for the work that you do, because the work that you do help to make our region strong. We're coming into towards the end of our camping season. We want to thank all those that have been coming out as uh, the adults that have been helping our youth at our camps, the churches that are sending youth, and want to just point out that even if you don't have a lot of young people in your church, you can sponsor young people to make sure that we get as many kids to that camp as possible, or just volunteer to help out as a camper. Sometimes we're looking for extra adults to come and to be a part of our camping experience. And so reach out to Kyle and let him know, hey, that you're willing to put your name down to be a person to come in and help out with one of the camps, so that all of our children are able to have a wonderful experience. All of our young people are able to have a wonderful experience at camp. Camp is that place where we get to have them in a different environment, but also work on their faith formation, their spiritual formation, develop that Christ relationship, as well as friendship bonds with others that may not be in their local faith community. Also, as always, we're looking for people who want to volunteer to help at camp. Um, if you want to do some community service, you can always sign up through our website. Also, there's a link that comes up in our e-news. Want to make sure that if you have a free weekend, or if you want to you do a work weekend with your youth, your young people, or just the young at heart from your local faith community. Bethany Hills is a great place to volunteer and make sure that for our young people that are looking for college stuff, that we get their names so that we can make sure that they get credit for volunteer hours if they're coming to camp to volunteer to help out. Want to make sure that you keep on your calendar dates for not only regional assembly but general assembly is going to be in Memphis next summer. Well, as many people to be a part of that general assembly experience, we need boots on the ground people, volunteers to help out, but also people who are going to come register and be a part of that experience. We're looking to get 5,000 people at general assembly. Heck, I'd like to have 5,000 at regional assembly in October. Come to think of it, that'd be a good problem to have. And if you haven't been to a regional assembly or a general assembly, do it. It's a great experience. You'll learn a lot. There are a lot of workshops, a lot of things happening. I do want to point out that at this regional assembly, excuse me, there'll be specific workshops in and around congregational transformation, and how we can retool our congregations to better serve our communities, to do some strategic things in and around growth, spiritual development, our youth, and a plethora of other things, leadership development for lay leaders in our congregations. We're going to have those conversations. So, yes, please make sure that you're there and encourage somebody else to come as well. DMF Day 2024 is going to be September 12th. And so um, be on the lookout for that information as it's coming out in our e-news. As always, we're always looking for opportunities and more of you. We thank you for that have given, but to continue to give. Also, October 28th through the 30th, there'll be a disciples preaching retreat for all of our ministers. There are still a few spots left. It's going to be in Phoenix, Arizona. The retreat called The Beautiful Feet will be a 3 days of connecting, learning, and good preaching. The keynote speaker will be Reverend Dr. Frank Thomas. And so be on the lookout as that information is out and is moving forward. As always, we want to just encourage you each and every day to continue pushing forward, continue putting one foot in front of the next, continue the work that we do here in the Tennessee region. We are disciples. Will we all agree? No. But we all believe in Jesus Christ. We all believe in the redemptive work of Christ, the love of God, and fellowship at the table. As our general minister and president says, as disciples, we don't always agree with each other on everything, but we love each other enough so that when we disagree, we don't disengage. And so I invite you to come, continue the work that you do. Also, reach out if there's something that you need. That is what the regional office is for. We come aside congregations and ministers and laypersons to help them in their times of crisis, need, or just curiosity. Maybe you don't know. Maybe if you've never had the regional minister at your congregation, reach out here at the regional office. Let it be known so that we can get you on a calendar so that I can hang out with you and your faith community. I love to come out and just to fellowship and to have fun. If you're having a particular celebration of some sort, let me know. We'll be there. Um, or if you just want to have a conversation, please reach out. The regional office is here to make sure that our local congregations, our local faith communities are thriving and they're doing their best. If you have questions, comments, concerns, inquiries, whatever it is, please feel free to reach out to us and make sure that you leave a name, phone number, email address, something so that we can return your communication. Um, and as always, always understand this. As your regional minister, I'm praying for you that God cover you, He keep you, His face shine upon you, that He bring you grace, peace in all things. God bless you.